Did I splash the lens?
Welcome to our Florida RV lifestyle episode, everybody. This week, we're gonna show you what we've been up to during our time down here in Sarasota, Florida, which has been mostly work, but I think we'll save that for another episode. Originally, I was gonna open this episode with me drinking a White Claw, but I felt like that would be just a lie. Because honestly, as much as I wanna portray our RV lifestyle as relaxed and low-key, we've been really busy down here in Florida. So you know we've been hitting the beaches. And we definitely had to spend some time at a state park. But most of all, as all of you know who live on an RV or a boat, a lot of your time when you're sitting still is spent doing repairs and renovations. My water's not working?
No. I hear this huge loud bang, and our windshield is like completely like
I'm John, this is Danny, and this is our home, Taterbug. There are many rewards and challenges that full-time RV life has to offer.
oh my!
Especially with this little guy. Meet Abraham. So subscribe and come along for just a tiny snip of our family's life as we enjoy the trip.
Es un cambio un poco drástico, podría ser, del punk rock al folk, pero sigo siendo la misma persona y lo más divertido.
It was low tide, and I had a feeling it would be a tricky launch. And I was right. Too right. Oh, now I'm climbing up these moisture encrusted rocks. Hold. Kayak, it's full of water. The thing about oysters, they're sharp shells, with these tiny little annoying cuts. I'm not sure. That's about all she wants to go right there.
All right, I can tell this cut right here is gonna be a yeah. Well, this thing's slowly bleeding out, just like me. So once the water's a little lighter, I'm gonna try to flip it over.
Just trying to wake up and have a nice kayak.
We are about to head to one of our favorite beaches here. It's called Casperson's Beach. It's known for, you can find a lot of shark teeth there. We're gonna head to Publix first and get some pub subs. We love pub subs. We're all about Publix when we come to Florida. You have a mask, honey?
I do.
There you want? That's the one? All right.
Abe's showing a lot more bravery in the water here than he was in the Pacific Ocean. This place is known, as Danny said earlier, for finding shark teeth. And it's like a known place where sharks migrate to die here off like the calm, warm Gulf waters. So because of that, a bunch of shark teeth wash up. And I hear from the locals that actually washing up on this beach doesn't really happen so much with the shark teeth. And it's really all along the back line there, about 100 yards in at the high water mark.
cleaning olive tater. He looks beautiful. Abraham's sleeping back here. I'll take you to him real quick. As I'm sitting here, I hear this huge loud bang. After I'm feeling so accomplished, I hear this huge loud bang, or more like a crack. And I like look over, and our windshield is like completely like I don't even know if you can tell, but it's busted right there, and it like shattered our whole windshield. I don't even know how that happened. It's huge. We can't drive with that at all.
This is technically the beginning of Abraham's first haircut that you're witnessing here. Hot water's not working?
No.
All right. This will be our second water pump in a year. The first we assume just burned up due to age and use. This one we're replacing now, however, has a leak coming out of the top that has gotten progressively worse over the past month. I'm slowly learning an important concept here when it comes to RV repairs, and that's troubleshooting. There's been a few times now where I've bought an entirely new gizmo, gone through the trouble of installing it, only to learn later that the original gizmo was fine and just needed a bit of tweaking. I'm not necessarily saying that's the case here. We could have busted this pump in all the freezing temperatures we slept in on our way here from California. But I did just recently learn from the pump's manual that there are a few screws at the top of the water pump that can jiggle loose from time to time. Had I known that a month ago, maybe I would have been able to avoid all the leakage and replacing the pump altogether.
I give thanks for the times that I lost my way. Thanks for tomorrow and thanks for today. Thank you for the wind that moves me forward. I give thanks with a heavy heart, just the same as when moved by some heavy art that calls my name. Each and every single day I give thanks.
Today we're heading to Myakka State Park. It's a little park. Actually, it's not little. It's the second largest state park in Florida. Get outside, get some hiking in. In this lake behind me, I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gators popped up right now. All of them at least 6 or 7 feet. They do a really good job of preserving this area. Okay, we just checked out the end of the 7-mile loop at Myakka State Park. It brought us to the Myakka Lake, where they have boat tours, gift shop, beer, and of course a decrepit boardwalk where you can check out a bunch of beautiful birds and other wildlife. We ended up running into some road friends that we made back in North Carolina at 1,000 Trails. And yeah, they were yelling at us while we were pulling out of the parking lot, and we ended up pulling over and talking to them. They actually told us that the spot that we were staying with them in North Carolina was washed out a couple days later after we left. There was a river there. So those parking spots where we were at don't exist anymore. So pretty crazy. By now, hopefully you have an idea of what life is like down here in Florida for us during the winter months, at least when we're not bartending, which, as I mentioned earlier, we plan on showing you much more on that subject here in the near future. Next week, join us on a project that we've been meaning to tackle ever since we bought Tater 2 years ago. It's time to rip the cabinets out of our bedroom. Stay wild.
Bye.